Hi, Gavin. Are you a happy boy because you got your foods? You got your tuna, baby. You got your foods. You want to give mommy some love? Mommy, baby. You want to give him some mommy love? Some mommy love? Everyone would want to see the Gavins. You don't want to be a social media queen today, Gavin? No? Really? I think you should be a social media queen. He's not wanting to be a social media queen. So I've had a lot of questions by so many people, so I might as well answer them here. Since, you know, I'm going through this process right now, I figured, like, it's actually a good thing to show people how the process is. Yes, I'm finally home. Thank God. Like, you see my face? It's all red. It's all red. I actually did something today. You can't hear me, Barry? You can't hear me? Let me see. What if I turn the fucking fan off? Okay. There. Fan is off. You muted? Really? Is that better? Hello? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Can you hear me, or should I restart? No? No? Here? Here? You can hear me. Okay, good. It might be for you, Carrie. But I am starving, folks. I am starving. Let me check. Can I check? Is there a way to check? I don't know anyone else who has Instagram in this house. But you guys can hear me, right? Okay. Okay, you can hear me now. Good. All right. So I just got back. First of all, let me just say this. I know this is totally weird from what I usually say, but I am very much grateful that CPS is in my life right now. I really am so grateful because they have so many programs that can help families out that are like really struggling. Okay, so let's see. I just got back from the hospital. They wanted to get the boys a full checkup and get them checked out to see if they're okay because of everything that happened. Everything's fine. They're fine. So we got that settled. The next thing CPS talked about is what she's going to do is she's going to recommend to Jason for mental health court instead of like regular silver court. And not even her recommended it, but his counseling center recommended the mental health court. So basically what's going to happen, he's going to get out of jail and he's going to go into a facility for a few months so they can get his medication and everything right, so he can go back home to us. So, you know, CPS feels like it's comfortable enough for him to come back home, because I told you guys that's how it would happen, because it has to happen that way. But, you know, we can still have visitations with him. No, he cannot move in right away. He's got to get treatment first. But that's okay. We'll work around that. He can visit us, of course, and I can go out on dates with him and everything. So we can still be together, but like in different places. So it'll kind of be like we're dating. So I'm happy about that. Also, what's really cool, let me get my fan together, because I really need it. I'm having a horrible hot flash. But, what's really cool about CPS is she actually is getting the boys involved in these art classes for the summer. Like summer, God. Why does this happen with this fucking fan? I swear to fucking God. But they're signing the boys up for art classes so they can have some, you know, time to themselves and, you know, be able to be creative this summer and get out of the house and like do something and meet up with friends, you know. Can the kids be around them? Of course, but their main concern is if he was living with us right now, because he's not, you know, fully there. Yeah, but that's gonna be worked with the mental health court, is getting him on the right type of medications and get him the right type of therapy so he can be mentally sound. And the kids are fine with this because they want him to go through it too. You know, we love each other. We're a family. So we're gonna do what families do, and that's not abandon each other and work through our problems. And I think that's a good, it's actually like a good, like, I'm glad this is kind of happening and I'm on social media to like let people know, like, if someone does suffer from a mental health crisis, don't give up on them. Like, take care of them, help them through it, you know. And I think that's a good thing. I would want it. I know that if you were going through a mental health crisis, you would want someone to be there for you, you know. So we're going to work through this as a family through CPS and through the court system and through other social services. He's probably going to have, oh, she also, this is so cool. She also talked about trying to get me in a program where I can get an actual home health aide to come over and help me out because I'm struggling really bad. Yeah, because he does need help, you know. At least now professional help is involved. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. So many ignorant people, they just want to give up on people over shit. And it's like, do you get it? Like, even like the CPS worker actually was talking to his counseling center over this. And even the counseling center, his own counselors, his own psychiatrist agrees that he needs the mental health court compared to the criminal court. They both agreed that this was his medication. They all agree to it. So, you know, you can kiss my ass, man. I'm trying to save a man's life, not destroy it. So, yeah. It's bizarre. And then, oh, Carrie, I need to post what you gave me a little while ago about Abilify. Did you know that Abilify can cause what was it, Carrie? You can talk about it in the audience. But it was like, it's like, are they dropping charges? I don't know yet. His counseling center CPS, and his psychiatrists are going to be talking to the DA on trying to get the charges dropped, because it is it's a medical thing. It's not a criminal thing. So they're all going to be talking about it and helping him. And CPS is going to talk to Jason, I think, before I can talk to him and tell him what the plan is and what he needs to do to get back home. Yeah, impulse control problems. Yeah, apparently Abilify causes you to have impulse control problems. So what I said was correct. What I said wasn't a lie. Like, you gotta be careful with mental meds, and you gotta be like very, like, they should tell people about that, the impulse control problems that can be involved in that. They really need to like heighten people's awareness over that, because I did not know that about Abilify, and I know so much about medicine. I did not know about that about Abilify. You know, but yeah. And that's part of his problem. We're getting him help so that stops. You see? We're getting him help so it stops, so he doesn't feel like he needs to engage in anger to express himself. He'll learn how to cope through his anger, which is good, you know, and that is what needs to, yeah, it doesn't do that to me, but it can happen, yeah. And that's what needs to be done before he can get back home, before he can be with his family on a full-time basis, is he needs to take care of himself. He needs to recognize his patterns of anger and how he expresses his patterns of anger most, you know, importantly. And, like, believe it or not, even though we were in the hospital, me and my sons had such a good time in the hospital. You think Seroquel could help him? Maybe. Well, we're going to find out how this goes. All I know is we're going to be like, it's going to be kind of like we're dating each other for a while, because we're going to be like seeing each other like on dates and like, you know, not like full time like we have, which I think is actually really good, because most of our romantic relationship, we haven't had a break with each other. We've kind of been like full-time, like steady together all the time, every day, 24/7, you know. Oh my God, that's so good. Praise Jesus. But I think it's going to be really good for him to go through this process. And I was talking to the CPS worker, and we're going to be looking into programs for Zachary to help get him a little bit more advanced therapy in his autism. Like I said, I'm really loving CPS because they have like all these programs that I really need for my family, you know. Alright. Bye. I'm done. You've heard what I've told you. I don't need to be told this shit again, okay? And I don't need someone to put in the audience that I'm trying to fucking manipulate them, because there's no reason for me to manipulate anyone or not tell them what's going on. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Let me express myself without fear of judgment and fear of being persecuted over what I say, or someone trying to poke holes in what I say. Because the true person who's actually being manipulative is not me, but you. Anyway, I'm just saying my truth. If you have a problem with my truth, kiss my booty. And look at this. Look at all this, like, loose skin here. Like, how long does that... Like, all the girls who've lost, like, a lot of weight, can you please tell me how long that takes to, like, get rid of this loose skin? Because it's, like, shrinking really fast and just... You want to know, this shirt, by the way, is Jason's shirt. You've seen him wear it before. It smells like him. But it's a size medium. I'm in a size medium shirt. Yeah, stressed out, but still, I'm in a size medium shirt with my big boobies. So, it will take a while. Some might take surgery. Yeah, thinking that. I don't have that surgery though, man. You're glowing, Shanny. Thank you for helping someone who's struggling with their mental health. It's really courageous. Not all people will go that far to help them. Prayers for you and your fam. Thank you so much. Thank you. All I'm doing is just doing what I would want. You know, I'm just loving someone how I would want to be loved. You know? Like, after after Chris, my ex-husband, left me because of my mental health, and because I did have a violent episode because of my mental health, it destroyed me as a person. And I have a lot of trust issues now because of it. And I don't want to do that to Jason, a man who has done so much for this family to help us, to be there for us. And it's mental health. It's not maliciousness. It's mental health. And even the CPS worker recognizes, wow, he had a bad effect. Like, everyone recognizes it who actually knows Jason in real life. Everyone knows it. So it's not downplaying anything. It's just saying what happened. And it does happen. And it's pretty cruel to give up on someone because of an adverse effect to a medicine. It's pretty fucking cruel. It's pretty disgusting, frankly. It's one of the most disgusting things I've ever seen. No, it doesn't excuse what he did, though, but it did contribute. Exactly. That's why he needs to get the help, and he needs to get the therapy, and he needs to, you know, be able to cope through his anger. Be able to recognize, oh, I'm starting to feel agitated. I'm starting to feel angry. I'm going to have to use this coping mechanism in order for me not to be so emotional. And it works. I had to do it. And now that he will be in the mental health court system, which is amazing, he'll be able to have like an arms worker, someone who can actually keep him fucking accountable to taking his meds on a regular basis, to making sure he's on all his therapy appointments. And not only that, they'll take him to his therapy appointments. So it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. And if me and Jason don't work out in the end, then you know what? At least I have on my conscience that I did everything to help someone and love them unconditionally. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. Therapy has been something he's been needing, but he had a stigma against psych meds, so it's good that this will kind of force that for him. Exactly. Like, everyone who's in his life, like the CPS workers and his therapists and his psychiatrists, they all think this is a good thing for him, for this to happen, you know, because this is his time. This is his time to work through what he needs to work through, you know. And maybe I'm not going to be there fully for him all the time, but, you know, I'm there in spirit. I'm there encouraging him. I'm there making sure he gets healthy, mentally, physically, emotionally healthy. So, like, if I'm going to be judged for that, for helping someone out in a mental health crisis, judge me. I really don't care. It says more about you, though, that you want someone to give up on someone who's gone through something mentally and gone through an adverse medication effect. It says more about you than me at the end of the day, because you look like you're heartless. You look like you don't care about anyone else but yourself. And everyone who tries to make me feel guilty over trying to get someone help, you can go fuck yourself, and you're blocked. Good luck getting CPS to believe any BS you try to feed them. I don't need to feed CPS with anything or any BS. First of all, CPS has his medical records. CPS has his psychological records. CPS has his medication records. CPS is going to be involved in his mental health stuff. CPS will be involved in what's going on. CPS is well aware of what's going on, and you can go judge all you want and say that I'm trying to fool CPS because you need to keep your narrative that I'm manipulative. But again, you're the one being a manipulative thing because you're talking shit that you don't know fucking about. Period. Exactly, Carrie. Exactly, because it could have been worse. So kind of thankful it happened now, and he came back from it. instead of prison for the rest of his life. Exactly. Exactly. Like, this is like the unspoken shameful thing that people who have mental illness go through on a daily basis. Did you know that, people? It's normal for people who have mental illness to end up in jail sometimes. Like, a lot of my friends here, they can raise their hand. Have you ever been to jail? Yep. Was it because of your mental health? Yup. Was it because you had a hard time controlling your emotions and you needed anger management and domestic violence courses? Yup. Guilty. Guilty as charged. But there's hope that you don't have to live that way. There's hope that you can live your life in a non-violent, peaceful way. There's hope for that, because if I can do it with all the fucking abuse I have taken in my life, with all of it, the mental, the emotional, the physical, the sexual abuse I have gone in my life, if I can expunge the violent tendencies that happened to me because of the trauma responses, so can other people. And that's what it is to be a true mental health advocate. I'm sorry you people never gone through anything serious in your life. Yeah, man. He probably won't go back to smoking after this, dude. Like, I don't know how he's doing, man. I hope he's doing good. But I love that man so much, and I just want the best for him. You know, what happens to our relationship, we'll see what happens. But, you know, he's still my friend. He's my friend first before my husband. And especially, he's my brother in Christ before my husband. The mental health court is going to figure this stuff out. I'm not in charge of any of it. So, most likely he's going to be going to a facility so he can get better, which is good. You know, so I'll visit him, bring him snacks, give him kisses and hugs, you know. Yeah, exactly, Carrie. He's probably going through it, but that will help him learn to never do it again. Exactly. Thank you, John. Thank you. It's kind of funny. Like, okay, I'm going to be honest. It's so bad. Okay, there was like this really cute, like, RN. And he kept just smiling at me, and he's like this gorgeous black man, and just kept smiling at me and just being so sweet, and I was like, wow, like, woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Like, and he was like 6'3", and it was like, and he smelled good. And I was like, huh. Well, that was a long time I saw a man actually attractive, but it's like he was so nice and so sweet. But then again, he kind of like put on maybe a homosexual vibe, maybe he's gay, maybe a gay vibe, and he just, you know, we just resonated with each other because we're both LGBT. I don't know, but it was nice. It was nice. When can I have a phone call with him? I don't know. I don't know that. Hopefully soon, at least let him know he's not alone through this journey, And then I was looking into like schools for children with autism, because it's like I want to get Zachary a little bit more additional therapy, a little bit more advanced therapy, so he can be a little bit more functional than he is now, because I'll be honest, I don't have the mental health background or quite the expertise for dealing with children with autism grown into adults. I'm not I don't really know that. So I found this program. It's in Utah, and it's a border school for children who have autism. And what it does, it's so interesting. It's like a regular school, but at the same time they'll give him the mental health services he needs, and this what they call exploration education. And with this exploration education, he'll be like going along the mountains and going to different places, so he'll be able to respond and be able to acknowledge his surroundings without all the fuzziness, and feel more comfortable and less scared, and more adventurous type scenarios, so he doesn't feel so overwhelmed. So I'm looking into that, but that would require my baby to be in Utah for a year, but at the same time he can get the proper mental health that would make him a very successful adult. Because I'll be honest, I don't know how long I have left in this world. I don't. I'm very sick. And I need to get my sons ready for when I leave this earth, to be young, strong men capable of surviving on their own. Now, my oldest, I'm really not worried about. I'm not worried about them right now, because William and me were talking in the hospital, and because of COVID, he had to skip a year, or not skip a year, but he had to repeat a year. Sorry, he had to repeat a year. So Colorado was shit when it came to education during COVID, but he had to repeat a year. So we were talking. I was like, you could get your GED at 16, and then we'll put you in a community college at 16. And I was like, you know what, by 20 you'll be able to have your career. And we have decided to do that for him. He is such a nice man, isn't he? So what we're going to do, that when he turns 16, we're going to get him his GED, and then get him enrolled in the community college, and he can start building his career now than later. Because he's to be honest, Mom, I see no use in all the subjects I'm gonna learn after the 10th grade. And I was like, okay, well, you could get your GED. I'm fine with that. And I agree with him. I think, in all honesty, the education system really needs to be upgraded through in my opinion, education within high school should be around career building. Oh yeah, he's 15 going on 45. He really is. He's an old soul. So yeah, I homeschool them too. So why not? He's smart, he's intelligent, he just wants to go on to his career of game development. And I'm like, dude, do it. Do it. Go to college early because, you know, he can start his life earlier. You know, it's smart. It's smart. It's a smart thing to do while getting Zachary, like, into some kind of autistic or some kind of school for children, or not children, but teenagers with autism. And so he can start functioning in society well. So I have so much hope right now over life. I have so much hope of everything working out and everything just being cool. I have hope in that, you know. And not only me, my sons have hope in that, you know. William and Zach, they're looking forward to Jason getting his mental health and getting well off, because when he is not in his, like, you know, psychotic mode, he is the most gentlest, beautifulest, wonderfulest man ever. So, like, I want him to be able to cope, so he's like that all the time, instead of feeling this rage inside of him, and be able to, like, get the therapy and the programs he needs so he can survive on his own, and not think that everything is a downfall. You know, and I'm so proud of all you people supporting me, all my little mental health people. I want to thank you guys too, because, like, you helped me make my decision on what to do too. Like, you made me realize not to give up on someone, and you made me realize, you know, that mental health comes first, and family comes first, and love comes first. You know, like, if you have passion for someone, it's worth the fight. You know, if you have love for someone, it's worth the fight. You know, that's right. Fan on, totally. That's just us, Shannon. We're just like fangirls. We're fansies. I want to get a Buddha now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Like, and all these judgmental people, I don't give a fuck what you have to say, frankly. Because it's my life, it's my decisions, it's my son's life, and it's their decisions. You know, they want to have a father figure in their life, and they love Jason. You know, he's been there for them. You know, this is just a setback, and it happens sometimes when stressful things happen. You know, like I said, instead of, like, discouraging him and shaming him, I just, like, please people, just give some fucking compassion, and give him encouragement to, like, be able to defeat his demons. You know what I mean? Because we all can defeat our demons. I've defeated mine. So we all can fight our demons, because Jesus saves, dude. So, like, don't you want your demons fixed? Don't you want to be, like, not miserable anymore? Don't you want to, like, go down the route of love and forgiveness and compassion and understanding? That's what I'm doing. You know, plus, if I kicked him to the curb, he wouldn't be able to get the mental health services through CPS and social services either. There's that one. So since he's with me, he can get the services he needs to get himself well. So if you're going to judge me for that, kiss my ass. Because I'm trying to help a friend at the end of the day. And like I said, if it was you in those shoes, you wouldn't want people to abandon you. You'd want them to understand you. It's the truth. You would want them to understand you, to be compassionate and to be like, whoa. And since his psychologist and his psychiatrist and CPS thinks it was a medication problem that happened, not me, but them, you can go and say I'm manipulating the situation all you want, but if actual, like, professionals who have paperwork with this shit are saying the same fucking thing, nah, what I say doesn't fucking matter. It's what the professionals say at the end of the day that matters. So, I'm staying with him to get him that help he needs. I'm staying with him to encourage him to get that help he needs. I'm staying with him so he can be a well-grounded person, able to cope through anger, sadness, and sorrow. And when he feels sorrowful and sadness, he doesn't use the secondary emotion of anger. Because, like, seriously, people, did you know when you're angry, most likely it's a secondary emotion? You're pissed off that you're feeling another emotion. So you show anger because that's the most powerful way to express your frustration of feeling like sorrow, embarrassment, grief, frustration. So, like, when people show their anger toward me, I realize it's not me. It's probably their secondary emotion that's going on because they're feeling indifferent in some way. They're having a other emotion along with their anger. I bet you didn't know that, did you? So, like, be aware of your own anger. Like, you're complaining about Jason's anger, but you don't look at your anger. You complain that Jason is violent, but yet you don't recognize the violence in your words, in how you emotionally damage someone, how you cast shame on people, how you bring people to the brink of feeling like, I am a worthless piece of shit. That's what you do to people. You don't encourage people. You don't try to build people up. You don't try to get them stronger. Instead, your mission is to bring people down and feel bad over the shit that happens in their life. You're not good for mental health. You're bad for mental health. So maybe you should rethink your position of how you look at things and how you're judging people. And most importantly, how you're expressing yourself toward others. Like I said, be proactive, not reactive. Reaction is just you responding to an emotion. Being proactive is putting your emotions to the side and doing things in a logical, reasonable, realistic manner. So that's where I am in life. That's how I'm thinking. I don't need judgment for it because I'm doing the right thing by everyone, not just by myself, but by everyone. I want everyone in my family to be healthy mentally and have strength to be able, and the courage to be able to stand by themselves and be strong. Like, I've had family members giving up on me. I know how that feels. I know how devastating that is when you have family members give up on you because of your mental health. I can't do that. I can't do that. It's not in my nature to see someone who needs help and not help them. It's not in my nature. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, actually, you know. I'll help anyone out. No matter who they are, I'll help them out. They could be a complete and utter enemy of me. And I'll still, like, they ask for water, I'll still give them water. They ask for food, I'll still give them food. They ask, please, can you help me? You know, I'll help them. Doesn't matter. And I have helped a lot of my enemies out, and they damn well know it, but, you know, they don't want to give me credit for that shit, do you guys? No. Because your narrative, once it falls apart, makes you look like the biggest manipulative liars out there, and you don't want people to know your secret. But I know your secret, and you know I know your secret, and that's what makes it so funny. And a lot of people who support me know that you're fucking full of shit, too. It's just only the beginning, folks, of people realizing that all these drama idiot whores are they're dissipated, you know. Cancel culture, oh, thank you, that's a compliment. Kylie Jenner, she's hot, but thank you. Where was I? Like, how can I put this? I'm happy where I am in life. I'm happy that this stuff is actually happening right now, because it's like, finally he's forced to get fixed, instead of being like, okay, I'm gonna procrastinate as long as I possibly can. And he does. And I'm not gonna lie either. I'm a procrastinator too. Hi Marcy, how are you? But I'm not gonna stand judgment. I'm not gonna stand in judgment when people don't live my life. They're not in my shoes. They don't know what I go through. They don't know what my children go through. Nah. Nope. Because, see, here's the thing. If you're judging a total stranger about an event or events that happened in their life, what you're doing is you're looking at your own past and you're trying to reflect it upon mine like it matters, and it doesn't. I got the procrastinator award in 6th grade. That's hilarious. Oh my God, what did your mom do when you brought the award back of being a procrastinator? Like, honey, we need to talk. You need to be a little more proactive in life, babe. You know, feel a little better. Yeah, that's automatic block. You're gonna come into my room with the name of Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, I know who you are. Yeah. And really, you naming yourself Jeffrey Dahmer actually really shows what kind of brainscape you are, while you're trying to judge me as a person, while you're trying to pose as a racist serial killer. I don't know. What does this say about you? Trying to name yourself after a racist serial killer. Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't racist, are you sure? Because last time I checked, he liked to you know, get black men over his house so he could like put a big drill in their head and put them in a vat full of sulfuric acid. So like, you're gonna have a name like Jeffrey Dahmer and you think that's a good thing? That's who you're supporting. That's who you're like putting yourself off as, is a racist man who drilled heads in 14-year-olds' heads and put them in vats of sulfuric acid and then at times ate them. Good for you. Good for you. I hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you can like really move forward in life knowing that you're posing as a serial killer. Please judge me some more. Please judge me some more. Fuck. And yes, folks, I do have a vast knowledge of serial killers because I like Ann Rule books. I like abnormal psychology. That was like my best favorite, well, other than, best psychology class I have taken was the abnormal psychologies. And then my best sociology class was actually human sexuality. I loved human sexuality. That was such a good course. I recommend it for people. It's taking human sexuality course in college. Great course. You learn so much about how different cultures view sexuality. And I liked it, especially like during that time when I was in college. I had a lot of like aspects of, and a lot of like drive to like be the next Dr. Ruth. Which I still have that. Like, I still want to be the next Dr. Ruth. I still like the psychology of human sexuality. But at the same time, my position has changed a little bit on if I do get my college degree in psychology, and I think I'm gonna move it more along the lines of like probably like, I would think social psychology, so I could like do social work with a other major. I want to do a double major, of course, in anthropology, because I love the study of man. And anthropology does the whole thing, the psychology and the sociology and all of that. And I want it so bad. I want to go back to school. I miss it. I miss learning. You know, I miss being able to know that I'm like proud of myself from getting 1A to another. And look who came. We got a Gavins. We got a Gavins. Say hi to everyone, Gavin boys. Say hi. He's getting a little bit better. He's getting a little bit more use that Jason isn't here. So he's feeling a little bit better. He got his tuna. We got him a can of tuna today. So he's happy he got his tuna. Because I wanted to get him something special for him. So I got him a can of tuna. Because I know how much he loves his tuna. Yes, I got you a special tuna, didn't I, Bobby? Yes, I did. Such a good boy. He's a good boy. You want to go? Okay, baby. He's a gentle little spirit, and I love him so much. Gavin looks like my cat. Yeah. I studied Munchausen by proxy. Ah, okay. Like, my mom had Munchausen by proxy toward me. So, like, I was, like, and you can see it, like, in those videos, how she, like, exaggerates a lot of things that happened. But, yeah, she had Munchausen's by proxy, and I was always sick, or something was always wrong with me. And, she'd do a lot of things to cause me to be sick, too, at the same time. Nuts. But, yeah, my mom suffered from that. And, she never got the help she needed for it, which made things worse, I would assume. Yeah, there's no one else saying that. But okay, Jeffrey Dahmer, I'll be cool with you right now. I'll be cool with you. All right? But no judgment toward me and my life. And I promise you, I will give you the same respect. So, will you ever do cooking videos on here? I don't know. Because I don't cook much like I used to anymore since I've gotten, like, really sick. It's so bad. Like me, so bad in the hospital. Because I had to walk from one area to another area, and my legs were hurting and swelling already because I had to sit like normal people sit. And I really can't sit down in a chair like a normal person, or a couch like a normal person, because my legs swell so bad. My legs, like, constantly have to be, like, I guess somewhat up at all times, so I don't have to be in so much pain and they don't swell. But now, like, they're swollen. My ankles are swollen and my knees are swollen, and it's like, I just, it sucks. It sucks so bad, dudes. But, like, I'm happy this stuff is going on right now, and I'm happy that Jason is going to get the help he needs, and CPS is working through with us, and, like, you know, I want to thank the person who actually fucking called CPS, actually, most importantly. I want to thank the person who called CPS, because they came to my house quicker than, because the police didn't even call CPS. So I want to thank the person who called, because that got CPS over my house faster. And it's, you know, I was able to get, like, the help I need. I was able to get a little bit of food in the house, because I can't drive. So I can't drive, so, like, no, I'm not gonna be the one posting bail for Jason. So, anyway, where was I? Shanny used to make me want to cook all the time. Yeah, I know. I wish I could cook all the time, man. I wish I could. Like, I wish I could cook like I used to. Like, in order for me to feel comfortable cooking like I used to, I need to get one of the chairs that I had. And I need to live on, like, just a one-story, like, apartment or a house. You know, not one with stairs, because the kitchen is downstairs. It's very hard and challenging for me to walk downstairs, and extremely painful. Like, you guys ever feel like how can I say it? Like, me being on my legs, it feels like they're literally breaking in half because of how bad the arthritis is. It's so bad. It's like, I don't want to stand. It hurts so bad. Because like I've said before, I need a double knee replacement. I need my ankle shaved down. You know, I have a lot of surgery for my legs, and then in like 10-15 years I'm gonna need a double hip replacement according to my doctors. So like I said, it's fucking challenging. Oh no, are you stranded upstairs? For the most part, yeah. I got downstairs today because I had to take the boys to the hospital to get them all checked out and everything. CPS helped me, by the way, to get to the hospital, thank God, because I can't drive, because my ankle, literally, my ankle is how bad my walking is, okay, and how bad my ankle is. My ankle can't do this, so it's like I can't push the pedal, and my ankle can't do this in movement, in range of movement. So it's like, how can someone drive if you can't do this with your foot or this? Like, the most you see with my foot, I'm like, you see? Like that. That's how far I can go with my foot. Like, barely be able to move it because of all the bone growth that's around my ankle. So there's that little factoid. So it's like, now CPS, they know that I'm having problems, and they know that Jason's not in my life, so they'll be able to get me rides and stuff to get to where I need to go. Yeah, and thank you, Dessa, for praying for me. I really appreciate all the prayers, all the positive energy, like everything. I'm really like, thank you so much. I'm really grateful for everything and all the support and love you guys are giving me. I'm really proud of you guys for doing that, because I think in order to combat this like cancel culture thing that's been going on, we got to show everyone love, affection, compassion, empathy. And I'm really starting to see that in the world, is most people are looking at cancel culture as just straight out slander and disgusting. Like, because everyone deserves a second chance. Everyone deserves a third, fourth, fifth, sixth chance. Everyone deserves to be able to move forward in their life and get better, most importantly, from whatever happens to them. Everyone deserves that. You know, would you take a baby and like shame them and like say, I'm gonna give this baby up for adoption because they fell down and they didn't quite know how to walk right? That's essentially what cancel culture does, is someone falls down and they don't let someone get back up from the ground. They just keep keeping them on the ground, kicking them while they're down, instead of doing the humanitarian thing and building them up and making them reintroducing them to society as a good person, as, someone who can be loved and respected. People go through shit. And people act out sometimes. It happens, and it requires empathy and understanding when that happens, because that's just essentially a human being falling down like a baby. So, like, help them get back up, people. Get someone back up when they're down, not kick them while they're down. That's what cowards do. That's what people who have this fake sense of power do. That's what bullies do, most importantly. Bullies keep people down when they get knocked down, not build them up. So that's how I feel in life, man. And I'm happy where my life is going right now. I'm glad Jason isn't going to return home right away and be able to go in a facility where he can get some help. I'm glad that my sons are able to go and be able to go to these like art classes this summer, so they won't be stuck in the house and worrying about things. They'll be able to enjoy the summer with their peers. So I'm happy about that. I'm grateful that like CPS is going to help me get to my doctor's appointments, and they're going to help Jason get to his doctor's appointments and therapy. Like, I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for CPS. And that was like all these years of feeling like harassed and like cheated by the system with CPS. But really this time around, I'm really embracing CPS being in my life, because I really do need the help. So whoever made that call, thank you. I needed to talk to them today anyway. So you did me a favor, because my social worker came over today. We had a great conversation. And she put things in a good perspective. And she's getting Jason the help he needs, because she cares about him too. Because she knows it wasn't him. She knows it was the drugs. She's known Jason for about 10 months now, evaluating this family. So, like, whatever. I'm happy. Like, she asked me today, she's like, why do you keep doing this, Shannon, knowing that there's so many people always trying to get you in trouble with the law? And I told her, because of my fellow BPDs, for people who suffer from mental health, for people who go through problems. That's why I continue to do it, because it helps them. That's why I do it. That's why I continue to do this, to help you guys, so you guys don't feel like you're alone if you're in a bad situation. So you feel like you're not the only one that goes through fucking crap, because no one really talks about this shit, because they're too ashamed to talk about this shit. But someone has to talk about it. I think all things that, in all different ways in life, and all different problems in life, should be talked about, and shouldn't be like have this shame thing over them because they've gone through shit. I think showing that you've gone through it and you're going through it, but yet you're surviving, is a good testament. I think it helps encourage people too who go through the same thing to keep going forward. So like, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of myself, I'm proud of my sons, and I'm proud of Jason, because I know he's going to do everything he needs to do. And I'm proud of this little guy, because he's getting better. You want to see the boys? Or do you want some more love? You want some more love? No, you want to see the boys. No, you want to lay down in the corner. Okay, lay down in the corner. It's okay. I wish you lived with me. We would be great friends. Dude, you can be my friend here. It's cool. But I figured I'd tell you guys all this stuff here, because so many people are like, call me, tell me what's going on, tell me what's going on. And I'm like, I need a live stream. I need a live stream. There's way too many people asking the same question. Alright, I'll live stream. I'll give people a heads up. And I'm happy. And I'm looking forward to seeing where life takes me. I'm hoping, like, with all these programs that I have to go to now because of everything, that I'll be able to find some friends in the real life, in the RL, you know what I mean? Because I do need friends, I'll be honest. I don't have any real life friends here. Maybe if I go to Duluth, I have a lot of friends in Duluth, but here, no. I have no shit. 1 minute, guys. Hello. I really don't either. My best friend passed away. I'm so sorry, Carrie. Oh, that's so sorry. I'm so sorry, Carrie, for your loss. That's so awful. Alcoholism is a terrible, terrible, terrible disease. And it really messes someone's psychology up. Like, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling like you want to be numb, please don't pick up the bottle, guys. Please don't pick up the bottle. It's not worth going down that path. Because, like, just let Jason be the example of, like, not going in alcohol. You know, because you saw him go through the wet brain. You saw him go through bouts of anger and rage because of it. Like, it's not good for anyone, alcohol. Plus, it's not good for your heart either. She just always thought she had time to get her life together. I'm so sorry, Carrie. Hi, wise guy. How are you? So yeah. It's been a busy day for me. Busy. Too busy. Too busy, but I did everything I needed to do. I have a little bit of homework to do over this weekend. Thank you, wise guy. And I'm going to eat a sandwich real quick because I need something to eat. I went to, like, I asked the CPS worker after we, like, spent, like, 5 hours in the hospital. However long that was. But, like, we were all hungry after it. So we, like, can we, like, stop by the convenience store so we can get some, like, food before you drive us home? And she was like, yeah. So we got some convenience food store, just sandwiches and chips, and I got myself some yogurt too, because I like yogurt. Yeah, it's okay, Carrie. Yeah, I've gotten some sleep. Believe it or not, what helped me get sleep was actually Gavin. Because he started sleeping on Jason's pillow. And then I pulled him into me and we pretty much cuddled the whole night sleeping together. So yeah. That's what we did. Me and Gavin. We cuddled each other. It is good. Like, this is boar's head meat and cheese. So it's like, oh, it's the shit. Yeah, Gavin is the shit. Aren't you, little one? He's by my side right now. You got a wet head from the faucet, don't you, baby? But yeah, life's doing good. It's going to go good. How's the osteo in my hips? It's okay right now. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. I need to take my Cymbalta. Jeez, it's already 9. Oh my god. But I gotta take my medicine. So I'm taking that. Oh. The osteoarthritis in my hips, I still have a good 10, 15 years before surgery, but the knees, yeah, I need a double knee replacement. No, I don't know how I can't do that alone. I certainly can't do it in a 2-story place. A double knee replacement. I'm gonna need a 1-story place for it. Before I have the surgery, because I won't be able to climb the stairs. So, I'm waiting for my double knee surgery until I get a place that's 1 story. And then it'll be easier for me. Exactly, wise guy. You can't get up the stairs. It's impossible. Ow, 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 ow. Ugh. Speaking of knees, it's so swollen right now. So, I'm gonna have to lay down soon, raise my legs up, and get them all elevated. Yeah, a wheelchair-friendly home, too. That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. But I gotta wait a little while for that, and then as soon as the money starts getting in more, I'll be able to. Or maybe the government can help me get me in a wheelchair safe place. I don't know. But they know I'm bad in shape right now and really sick. So like, yeah. But I'm trying to keep moving forward. This is so good. I'm sorry I'm eating for you guys. It's just, I'm really fucking hungry. I needed a little snack. So much better now. So yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is don't know Carrie. I know, wise guy. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Why don't I apply for SSD? Because I'm not there yet. I still have more like doctor's appointments and stuff, so I can prove that I am like disabled, but technically I am disabled. It's just SSD sucks to get you signed up. It's a slow process. So I've been working on that for a long time now. Trying to get SSD. Ugh. Cause my body can't do shit. Ow. Ah. Yeah, it can take months and even years to be approved exactly. Even with someone who can't walk. Exactly, Carrie. Just keep trying. That's what I was told. And eventually they'll give it to you. So. It'd sure be nice to get it right now, though. I'll be honest. Like, I need it, bros. Please, SSD, please. Please just recognize me as disabled. The doctors and everyone else does. Oh well. You can't argue with the government, I guess. They know best. I'm not being honest on that. I got one of the lawyers. They do pay unless you win, and I won. Awesome. Awesome. Like, I'd love to, like, I can't afford a lawyer right now. I'm still trying to put my life back together, and then this happened, and that's just put a chink in everything, so it's like, can I get a farkin' break, people? That's awesome. So you're living really good now. You're living really good. Well, not good, but, you know, you're living better than me. Hi, baby goose. She's a good baby goose. You a good baby goose? Watermelons. Watermelons. Are you a good baby goose? She's like, girl, I ain't paying attention to you. Here. Let me just show you the peoples. He's like, hello. Hello. Say hello to people. You don't have to be afraid. No. Well, fine. I love you. I just wanted to show you off. You're like, no. I'm camera shy. You're cute. How's my teens doing? Well, they had a big frickin' meal. And they're happy now. Yeah, Watermelon has like a don't touch me policy going on with her. She's that type of cat. Like, don't touch me. Don't pick me up. If I want to be pet, I'll rub my face in your direction. You know? So, I'm gonna go to bed. I need to put my legs up. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Tomorrow's gonna be probably a long day too. Because the G-Man comes over. And he has more energy than I have ever seen in another human being. And I will never be able to compete with his energy. I love you guys. Good night.